Magnetic gels have been all the hype this year, and frankly, since they've hit the market maybe like 5 to 7 years ago. By the way, cat eye gel is another name used to describe magnetic gels because when you apply the magnetic gel, the effect resembles that of cat's eyes. So that's where the name came. But I think we are starting to shift away from this name, like cat eye gel, to more like magnetic gel or magnetic nail art, because we do so much more than just create a cat eye effect now on our nail art. Now, I must say, I was not at all interested in this effect for a while. Like, I remember being in the salon and seeing the pictures on Instagram, and no one in my clientele roster asked for this design, and I would just skip right through the pictures and all of that. And that was because they were all worn over dark or black colors, and I don't really like dark nails. But then Korean gel nail brand F Gel premiered a beautiful soft collection of magnetic gels in 2020. And it seemed that from that point forward, magnetic gels made a strong return, and that for good. To this day, there continues to be like a new magnetic gel release. In fact, I think Leafgel just released something like a magnetic gel effect product. So yeah, definitely here to stay. I mean, even just when that release from F Gel in 2020 happened, I mean, we're still releasing 3 years later magnetic gel. So it's just really cool. It's really fun. And I hope that you enjoyed today's magnetic masterclass because you are going to learn so many different ways that you didn't even think of using your magnetic gel. And it doesn't matter if you're a customer or you are not into nail art. These are so easy to wear, and I think you are going to be so won over by the end of this class. Before we begin, there are some pointers you need to know, okay? Here are 3 tips for an improved magnetic gel application. Number 1, initially stir your gel to bring up the gel particles. Number 2, note that for a bolder magnetic effect, you'll need to grab a generous amount of gel. Number 3, work one nail at a time so that you do not activate the nails next to the one you are working on. You will be working twice as hard if you don't work one nail at a time. Number 4, understand magnets. They attract and repel, and they reset, meaning even though they were just attracting, they can start doing the opposite if you have them meet again or have them hover over the magnetic particles of the gel for an extended time. Number 5, you can start over again and again. The only way to ruin these magnetic gel art is by curing it. At any point, if you want to start over, simply swipe the magnetic gel or grab a bit more. All right, now that you've passed your crash course on magnetic gels, let's move on to the fun part. Here are the 5 looks we will be creating today. Number 1, the fully activated. Number 2, the framed. Number 3, the French. Number 4, the 3D. And number 5, the layered. Let's begin. Look number 1, the fully activated. So this look is quite easy. Basically, the entire top surface of the nail is going to be activated by the magnet, and so it'll play a game on you of like, now you see me and now you don't. And so that's what you're trying to achieve when doing this look. To achieve it, you're going to need this glass color by Kokoist. You can do any, but I'm going with khaki glass. And I'm only going to need 1 layer, as this color, even though it's glass, so translucent, it's like really pigmented. So 1 coat is enough for me, and then I'm going to send that off for a cure. Time to pick up my magnet gel, and I'm gonna get this one, Maldive Stone, and basically I just kind of wanted to match or accent the current color underneath. Remember, one of the initial tips we learned was to saturate or be generous with your metallic gel. One side, the other side, one more time the other side, and then that's it. It usually takes about 4 times for you to activate that magnet, and there it goes. It starts playing that peekaboo look, and you or your client are going to be staring at these nails all day long trying to find that metallic effect. It's beautiful. This next step is extra, but I think it's beautiful, and I've seen it on other profiles. So basically you take the edge of your magnet. I'm using the round side just because it's easier to work with at this moment, but you can do the rectangle side also, and you're basically push it. Remember, magnets repel and also attract. So right now you are pushing the magnetic gel towards the center and creating these borders, and it exposes the color underneath. Try it. I think this is another one to love. Look number 2, the framed, and this one I'm currently wearing. You can't see it obviously, but basically you hover your magnet over the top surface of your nail and it's going to repel the magnets and create this beautiful perimeter on the nails, and then you can go ahead and accent it with decals, embellishments, and so on and so forth. I'm going to be using this color here. It's 276 and it's kind of neutral, but it also has these gold flakes because I want to take advantage of the effect that we're going to create. We're going to be using number 2 Saturn from the Platinum Magnet series, and it's like a goldy color, and so you want to take advantage of the repelling and that beautiful like center that it creates. So the way I did was getting a gel that had the flakes underneath so that when it is exposed, those flakes are like an added step to my nail art. Like I didn't even have to add those and they're there. And remember to be very generous. You can see this is very generous application and you're actually going to see a boo-boo, but I'm going to use it so that you have a learning lesson. So I got ahead of myself and I meant to do the one we're doing this time with the perimeter, but I started doing the fringe. So look, nothing to worry about. I took the exact same brush and I just brushed that metallic gel and we get to start over. I told you this was very difficult to mess up. All right, now onto the real deal. Take the circular portion of your magnet. I think a circular is required, and just hover it on top and then lift it straight up. If you move, you're going to move the perimeter, and if you want like this nice, beautiful, almost perfect circle, you have to lift up right straight up. Okay, do not sway left or right. You can come back in the same way. You just come straight down and then you can adjust it if you want to, but please do not go crazy and do not obsess. Okay, like once you find it, that's it. Stop, move on, cure it, and then top gel. Right now we are ready for look number 3, the French, and this one is so beautiful, but aren't they all really? You're gonna have a hard time choosing. Either way, the point here is to create a beautiful French. I like mine to be deep, so I usually say they have high wings on the sides, as you can tell, and I'm gonna show you a beautiful tip. Okay, actually, for you to see these effect better, I'm actually gonna switch the color and I'm gonna go ahead and use this Midnight Forest. It's really pigmented. One coat of this is enough. It is so pigmented. Like I never saw the clear tip again once I laid this color on. So go ahead and do that. Get a deep color, whatever is going to like accent the color that you're using for your magnetic gel, and apply it. Again, I recommend going dark because I'm going to show you a very cool trick. So go ahead and cure this. I will give it a full cure because it's very pigmented. Then I'm going to be using DP3, which is turquoise times many. So the main color is turquoise, but you'll be able to see so many. And this is from that Dragon's Eye series from Kokoist. And now I'm going to go ahead and apply it very generously. And you'll notice with these magnetic gels, they hardly ever bulk up. You can apply them generously, and you're concerned about getting a lot of magnetic particles on there. Okay, we're not curing. Now what we're gonna do is gonna grab our rectangular magnet. You could use the round size side if it was a shorter nail, but this is a very long nail, so what we want to do now is hover our magnet over and straight down the center, but not all the way, and then remember to just pull up straight up. Okay, straight up, and then you'll end up with this like void in the center, more like a linear void versus that circular void that we did in the previous example. And then you could take that round part and push it even a little bit forward to really mark that French, and you can see it there. And here's the thing, it doesn't have to be perfect. Do your best for sure. And notice I'm using the magnet to push, because that's what they do. They push or pull, or they attract and repel. And I'm pushing the magnet particles like back, and I can push them back in a little bit, and I can activate them a little bit more by hovering my magnet over on the side, right? And now I have a little bit more of a pronounced French. You see that? Okay, so here's the thing. You're gonna want to go ahead and cure this design. You could try to like leave it wet, but I think you want to do dry. All right, grab an oval brush, an oval brush. This is like the fun part, okay? And make sure that you have a good shape to it. Make sure that it's not stiff. So make sure it's nice and bouncy, okay? Because we don't want any streaks or anything like that. So once you've done that, grab a little bit of your highly pigmented color. And look, I've done it with this other color. You see it? It's beautiful. But it's going to be more pronounced with this dark color. And what you're doing now is covering that center so that that French really is pronounced, okay? And then you want to guide it on the sides to whatever length you want those wings to be. Like I say, I like my French a little bit more high winged, and I call high winged those sides, right? So I'm going to go ahead and do that. But you, whatever kind of French you want, you go girl, or you go boy, you know, do your thing. But look at that. It's just amazing. I really, really love this one. And I mean, can you imagine all the different color variations you can do? Gorgeous. Go ahead and cure, and then top coat and cure. Next up, look number 4, the 3D. Look, no one said that you had to use magnetic gel only as a color overlay. You can totally create pieces, and what better product to do so. Look at that. I created a ring too, and I just painted the magnetic gel over that ring part. Yeah, we're gonna be using the Boba Gel by Kokoist, and guess what? I want that piece to really come through, so I'm gonna go ahead and use this sheer, or it's not sheer, but it's nude, milky nude. I'm actually surprised that a lot of people don't use this color way more. It's beautiful. Like anything that's like white base, it's guaranteed to be used in the salon. So if you go color hunting, like this is one to pick up for sure. All right, so now you'll need a palette. Kokoist does have their own palette, but I wanted to show this one so that it doesn't reflect the light so much. And here's the thing, guys. Use your Boba Gel. I'm using high, and I use the high because it's much more textured, and I can always thin it down to maybe like a low viscosity. You'll need a tool for this. And I must say, like, using Kokoist was almost all Kokoist today was not even planned. It was just so easy to get all of the supplies, and I'm thankful that I was able to do it all with Kokoist. So if you are interested in buying Kokoist products, and for this class, this is going to be an easy shopping experience because you just have to shop at one place, right? So the link will be in the description box below. If you're interested in anything that's not Kokoist related, just drop a comment. Either way, when you're working with Boba Gel, you make the shape that you want. I'm just going for a round, and then I'm just pressing onto it. I'm gonna transfer it on to the nail. If it gets too sticky, you can always grab a little bit of alcohol on your fingers. Always wear gloves, please. Never ever touch this stuff or any of your gels without gloves. Even if they say you can, like, don't do it, please. All right, you can even indent it with any tool. I was like, hey, let me use the back of this pickup tool and create something different, right? So I came up with this. Anything. Again, magnetic gel is not just for color overlays. You can for sure do like 3D pieces and then paint them. Now, up to this point, I have not cured, okay? And I'm gonna go ahead and use this magenta translucent color. It's from the Botanical Glass series. This series was like beautiful. And again, this is not cured yet, but when you do cure, by the way, it is UV. So if you have one of those dual wave UV LED units, then make sure you cure it for at least like 2 minutes, okay? So it's not cured, but that's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and apply this translucent color, and so it's going to allow my Boba Gel underneath to cure also. And I could have just done the magnet gel, but I wanted more opacity, and so I just wanted to get a complementary color to it. So I'm using this pink, which is beautiful. All right, so I'm gonna send that off for a cure now. And now I'm gonna go ahead and grab the magenta. I think it's also a dragon eye color or metallic. So now it's hardened. It's cured for about 2 minutes in my dual curing unit. I'm going to be using the magenta times many. This is another Dragon's Eye Premium Gel by Kokoist. And just a little bit. Obviously, you want a lot of the magnetic particle, but it's kind of thin, so it's gonna actually run down a little bit, and I will have to clean it. nothing my trusty French cleaning brush cannot do. So a little bit of alcohol and wipe the slip or the spill, I should say. And then that's it. We're gonna grab our magnet. You can do whatever you want with this magnet. You can hover it over, you can, press the particles in the center, you can do absolutely whatever. Obviously try to find the most dynamic finish so that that gem or stone or piece on the nail is just, eye-catching. When you're happy, go ahead and cure that, and you can fully top coat the entire thing. Look number 5, the layered. And this one is going to be so fun and tricky. You're going to be like, oh, of course, you just use pink magnetic gel and you get this look, right? All right. So here's how it goes. You'll get that nice, pretty toffee cashmere color again. And you will do one coat. One coat, you only need one coat. The one we did last time, you needed 2. And it's nicely pigmented also. I think this color is so beautiful. I can't believe I don't use it enough, but I think this one is going to be a go-to now. Okay, fully cure that. And now you want to grab your magnetic gel. I'm going to be using Moon, which is a silver 01, and it's just silver. There's really no fun to it. It's not dynamic like all of the ones we've been doing, but don't get it twisted. That's about to change in a moment, okay? So be very generous with your magnetic gel. At this point, I don't think I'm being enough, so I grab a little bit more, and don't cure, of course. And then we're just gonna we're gonna be a little bit basic, okay? So we'll still wanna activate it, do it 4 times, remember 2 on each side. And then we're just gonna get basic because we're just going to put it right over it in an angle, and then boom, we get the cat eye effect, okay? This is where it gets its name from, cat eye gel, okay? Because you do this, you just hover it over in a diagonal and you get this beautiful cat. Not this beautiful cat, this beautiful cat eye. Okay, so now I wanna go back to this translucent pink, and I'm just going to overlay this cat eye effect. Look at this. You can grab any glass translucent color and do whatever you want. So what does that mean? I mean, listen, if you just want to go out and buy silver and gold or just silver cat eye gel, like this one that we just used, Moon, and you already have translucent colors, like you can have so many variations by overlaying it with a translucent glass-like color like this pink here. How beautiful is this? And our magnet effect still shows right through it. Beautiful. All right, so you'll have to cure this and then top coat and cure. And there you have it. All of our 5 different looks. I hope you're excited. I hope we got the wheels turning and that you're going to be creating some amazing magnetic cat eye or not nail art. And if you enjoyed this masterclass, you are most likely going to enjoy my teaching style inside the Master Gel Nails program. This program takes you through the fundamentals of learning how to apply all of your Japanese soft gels, whether you want to do a gel manicure, a gel overlay, or even freeform extensions using only soft potted gel, then you'll have to enroll in my course. It's open now. It's a self-paced course, do it yourself. And if you want more information on it, do sign up for the free masterclass down in the description box below to get more information. And also you'll have a very special opportunity to join us. All right. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.